it's Kim from Kim's Homestead with you again in lovely sunny, well almost sunny Victoria. Today is going to be a beautiful 22 degrees Celsius, so the garden really needs a lot done to it because I really haven't been able to do much to it over the last few months. So I thought today we'll get out into the garden. There's a lot that I have to do to get ready for winter crops, but I really have to put in a proper watering system. So all I have to do is turn on a tap and it gets watered. I'm getting past the point of having to wander around with the hose and do a lot of my watering now. It is my preferred method because then I can just take my time and have a look at all my plants, see what needs to be done around the yard. It is a good time to take stock of the yard, but I'm in the processes now of minimising what I'm doing, getting rid of a lot of things that were physically that I'm not able to do anymore, and just take stock and virtually downsize the garden a bit. But in doing so, I still need to be able to work on the garden that I do have and see what I'm going to do with it. So I thought what I will do is start working on the area that I normally put my tomatoes and beans. The old tomatoes are still there. They're still producing, mind you, but it's time to pick the green tomatoes and either ripen them up on the bench or put them in the freezer, because I do have a whole heap of green tomatoes in the freezer, which I plan on making some sort of green chutney with later on. Anyway, we'll see what I've got time for. Usually during my pantry challenge I like to clean out the freezers or the shelves or something like that. So, and as I plan on making spaghetti sauce and passata, because it's been a good 12 months since I cleaned out the last of what I had, so now it's time to restock. Noisy. Birds are even laughing at me. So anyway, yeah, it's time to get in, and I bought some new watering systems for it ages ago, but I haven't been able to install it. So that's what I plan on doing, installing watering systems and assessing the gardens. So let's get into it. Well, as you can see, it is a right mess. What I will do is start by picking any of the green fruit that's ready to be picked. Well, I'll probably get a couple more out of that yet, and I've still got some over there to pick, but that's not a bad haul. I'm sure I'll be able to make something nice out of that. Now I do still have to be fairly careful because we're still getting young snakes out of the garden. I caught one yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, the 4th snake so far. So it's Barney 3 and Patches 1. Anyway, it went out to out near the first one that I let go. So in the forestry reserve. So anyway, hopefully it'll have a good life out there, not in my yard. But I still have to be very careful of where I step and where I put my hand. So anyway, let's get on with it. Now I'm just going to concentrate on taking down the old tomato vines. Couple more for the pot. Poppy seeds. I save all my paper bags for just such an occasion. Now I have all next year's poppies that I need for the garden. I also have a parsnip that went to seed. So now I'll grab another bag and collect parsnip seeds ready for this year. There we go, all the vines are down. It's looking a little bit cleaner. Now we just have to clean up a lot of the mess. We'll start with this one here, which is one of those walking stick kales which I grow for my chooks, but it needs a bit of tidying up. So I'll just shift these. Covered in white fly at the moment, which you get at this time of year, white fly and caterpillars. Still, the chooks will enjoy what's left. And it will reshoot again. It'll be cold soon, so they'll all die off. Yeah, there's some new leaves coming up now. Right. Now we'll just turn in some of this lawn clippings that I've been putting on it. This is salsify. It's very good for, it's just another root crop as far as I know at the moment. I think the roots are similar to like parsnips, but it takes a couple of years for it to mature. But in the meantime, it actually has a very nice flower, and it's a very deep-rooted plant, which means it brings up a lot of minerals from way down below, and the dried leaves and that you just crush up and use for mulch. Or do what I'm about to do and dig it back into the garden. very dry because I haven't put in the watering system and I haven't been out here to water it. Now the beds are clear, it's time to plant my garlic. I'm getting in a bit late, but that's where it is what it is. Late's better than not at all. Lots of organic matter in here. Beautiful. This is where I had my broad beans last year. So there should be plenty of nitrogen in the soil. And I do plan on putting probably sugar snap peas in here as well. And until the garlic grows up, I'll also be growing some heading lettuce in here. So this structure here is for the lettuce. Not the lettuce, the peas. Come on. Doesn't help when you got no shoulder strength anymore. If I leave that where it is, I'm going to poke my eye out with it. That's got it. That's using your head. Right. And there we have it, one very simple pea arch. Now under here I'll be planting my garlic cloves and my heading lettuce. Now the peas will protect the lettuce from the frosts, and it'll also help protect the garlic as well. So over here in my big archway, with these beds, I did have them on the drip tape, but it just wasn't working. So I've gone and bought this, which is the drip hose. I'm hoping it will work better. I also bought the drip hose, but it was just way too long. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Right, I bought one for this side and one for that side. First of all, I have to take out the old drip system. Now, all I have to do is attach the new one. Yes, Barney, hello. You come to see what's going on, have you? Hey? There we go. I think that's the right way up. Just make sure there's no kinks. Righto, Miss Habitat. And there we go. Hopefully it will work. Now, I turn it on at the tap. And when the automatic waterer comes on, it will get watered automatically. Very good. Now, to plant some garlic and some peas. Now, I couldn't find me sugar snaps, so I'm going to be planting the mammoth melting climbing snow peas. So I'll just make a drill. Grab a handful and just whack them in. Nice and thick. just cover them up like that. Finish off the drill on this side. And cover them up. Put them to bed. Good night. Right, I've got some left over to plant on the other archway. Now it's time for the garlic. So, let's see. Ow. This one here, I have some beautiful elephant garlic. That's what I'll be planting in here. Each one of these is 1 clove. Now I don't bother taking the paper off. I might remove a bit of the top, make it easier for the shoot to come through. That part there is where the roots come out. And I just make a hole, stick it in, bury her up. That's it, done. Repeat the process. Just make sure you plant them wide enough so that they have got plenty of their own nutrients. These small ones, don't worry, you may as well use them when you're cooking. The larger ones is what you want to plant because they're the ones that have all of the nutrition in for the bulb. The bigger the clove, the bigger the bulb set you get. All there is that needs to be done now is water it in.